The watch. In 1962, there was a heist at the Kessler estate. 17 pieces were taken, watches, jewelry, an entire collection worth millions. Even back then, the theft was never solved, and the pieces were never recovered. He paused. Until now. My mouth went dry. My grandfather wasn't a thief. I believe you. But this watch didn't just walk into his possession. Maybe he bought it. Maybe he didn't know it was stolen. The jeweler shook his head slowly. This model is one of 12 ever made. Anyone in the watch world would recognize it instantly. If your grandfather worked in high-end courier services, he would have known exactly what this was. I felt like the floor was tilting beneath me. What happens now? I have to report this. There's a registry for stolen high-value items. The Kessler family has been looking for these pieces for 60 years. But my grandfather's dead. He can't defend himself. I know. And I'm sorry, but this watch doesn't belong to you legally. It belongs to the Kessler estate. I stared at the watch sitting on his workbench, the last piece of my grandfather I had left. The thing he wore every single day. The thing he left specifically to me in his will. Can I at least know why he had it? Was he involved in the theft? The jeweler hesitated, then pulled out his phone and made a call. He spoke in rapid German, and I caught maybe 3 words. When he hung up, his face had changed. The Kessler family wants to meet you. Why? Because you're not the first person to come forward with one of the stolen pieces. 3 others have surfaced over the last decade, and every single one belonged to someone who worked as a courier for the same company your grandfather did. My blood ran cold. What company? Silverman and Associates. They handled deliveries for Europe's wealthiest families in the 50s and 60s. I've never heard of them. They dissolved in 1963, 1 year after the Kessler heist. Everything clicked into place. The company my grandfather worked for his entire career, the one that paid for our house, my mother's education, everything we had. It was a front. The jeweler was watching me process this, and his voice was gentle when he spoke again. Your grandfather might not have been a thief, but he worked for people who were, and whether he knew it or not, he helped them. I looked at the watch one last time, 11:45, the exact moment it stopped, the exact moment my grandfather died. Keep it locked up, I said quietly. I'll meet with the Kesslers. They deserve to know the truth, even if it destroys everything I thought I knew about the man who raised me.